Empecemos parte 2. This second part will be over the course evaluation criteria. Okay? So it's broken down on a percentage basis. Your online text assignments, which is the My Spanish Lab, consist of 20% of your grade. Your student engagement, your participation, responsibility is 10% of your grade. You'll have online oral dialogues with partners. That will be 20% of your grade. There will also be quizzes each week. They also constitute 20%. Your language and cultural contact presentations, you'll have 2, will be 15%, and your midterm and final oral exams are also 15%. Okay, so I do use the plus-minus system. So you can look at the breakdown here. Just want to remind you that there is no extra credit. Okay. Now your online text assignments, okay, just all online text assignments are due on Sundays by 11:59 p.m. Okay. So you need to schedule your time accordingly. Okay. Our weeks will run Monday through Sunday. In student engagement, participation, and responsibility, okay, there'll be times during the semester to engage in the course with other students and with myself via a variety of different activities. Okay, you will be commenting on fellow students' language and cultural contact presentations. Okay, you will be emailing the instructor. And so these will constitute this 10% section. Okay, online oral dialogues. During 5 weeks out of the 7 in the course, you will work with a classmate to prepare and present an oral dialogue. Students will be given the dialogue topic at the beginning of the designated week and will have the entire week to practice with their partner. Dialogues must be recorded online. Now you can use Google Hangouts. You can use Skype with Screencast-O-Matic. But I need to be able to visually see both students and be able to hear both students in order to evaluate the conversation. Now, dialogues are typically submitted. One will be on Wednesday and then one that's Sunday. And they are to be submitted by 11:59 p.m. again. Okay. Now both students will submit a link to that dialogue. Most students also save their dialogues in YouTube. As an ASU student, you have a YouTube account. Okay. Now, while students have time to practice the dialogue, the recorded dialogue submitted for a grade should not be read or memorized word for word, or points will be deducted accordingly. Okay. Now, section quizzes. The quizzes are typically due on Sundays by 11:59 p.m. again, and these quizzes will cover both vocabulary and or grammar. Vocabulary quizzes are typically done through Blackboard, while the grammar quizzes are through activities in My Spanish Lab. The language and cultural contact presentations. Okay, I've found out that many students find that they need more opportunities to practice their Spanish, as well as to observe Hispanic cultural nuances outside of the course. So therefore, each week, students will be required to complete 2 hours of Spanish language and cultural contact. You can do this by watching Spanish television, listening to Spanish radio, by reading either online or print materials in Spanish, by conversing with native Spanish speakers. Okay. And so you will be doing this for 2 hours each week. Now you will just log the hours for yourself. However, the information that you gain during those hours will be put into a presentation. And there will be a presentation due at midterm and a presentation due at final. Okay. The presentation will include a summary of the activities used and contact hours, some of the new vocabulary that was learned, cultural practices and nuances observed, and compare and contrast that with similar practices or nuances in your own culture. It should be approximately 5 minutes long, and it will be in English because you will not have enough Spanish to do that in the target language. Okay. Finally, the midterm and oral exams. This will be a student to instructor, quote, interview. I will do this at the middle as well as the end of the semester. Okay. And so what I generally do is I choose some vocabulary words, and I will quiz you orally over those. And then I will choose one of the dialogue. We'll do 4 dialogues before midterm. I'll choose one of those for us to act through together. And for the final, it will be dialogues 5 through 8. And oral exams will take place online via Adobe Connect. Okay. Okay, ASU policies and other policies will be continued in part 3.